Alright, either YouTube, I worked really hard on this video, and I would really appreciate it if you'd go watch the performance first, and just tell me what you think and how you like my performance, and then I'll show you how to do it. It would just really help me out. So let me start with what you need. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a full deck of cards, and you're going to need a duplicate card. Now I'm going to use a joker for the sake of not wasting another deck, but they just need to be two of the same card. A lemon, a plate, a knife, a pen, and some type of super glue. Alright, this is a pretty heavily set up trick, so we're just going to go step by step. The first thing you're going to do is grab your two duplicate cards, and you're going to rip a corner out of one of them. Pretty big size, and just like that. So now that you have that corner piece, okay? And you keep that separate, and you can put this other duplicate card back in your deck. Alright, when you choose your orange, make sure it has a stem. That's just going to help the overall trick. And then once you get it, make sure you wash it and make it look nice, because you don't want it to look gross and disgusting, because that'll make your trick look less professional. Alright, so this is one of the hard parts of the trick. For this setup, you're going to, with the knife, take off this top part and try to keep it intact. So you're just going to try to dig under there and lift up the stem without breaking it at all. You're just going to have to play around getting it, and eventually you can lift it up. Alright, and now that you have it off like that, just try to keep this, and you're going to try to do it a little bit cleaner, but as you can see, and then you're just going to remove all the screen stuff. Alright, so now that you have your stem taken off, you're going to see at the top, and it's okay if there's some cuts, it won't make a big difference. You'll see at the top there's a little hole right there. You're going to take your pen, and you're going to stab it through the hole, and try to go as straight as possible. You're just going to push in there and wiggle it around, and then spread it up and down to give it enough room for the card to fit in there. Okay, so just play with it a little bit. And so now you have a pretty decent hole in your lemon or orange. Alright, next you're going to roll up your joker and make sure that you have your corner piece set aside. And you're going to just roll it up as tight as possible. Alright, now that you have it all rolled up and tight, you're going to fold it in half. And then make it as thin as possible. Alright, so now you're going to take this rounded edge and you're going to slide it into the lemon or orange, just like this. And it should go in there pretty easily, and then you just slide it in. Just like that, and it should slide in there. And then again with the pen, you're just going to push it down until you think it's a good depth. And now you can barely even tell that it's in there. Alright, now you're going to need the super glue, so go ahead and take off the lid, and always be careful with it. And what you're going to do is with the pen again, or at least I use a pen, you're just going to paint or apply it around the hole. Try not to get it too far in the hole because you don't want it touching the card, but just apply it around the hole, and then apply some onto the tip of this, and you're going to glue it on there. And then I also put some more on top of that, just to make sure it stays in, and then just slide it in there. Put some more glue on there and make sure it holds, and leave it there for 10 to 15 minutes, and your lemon or orange is set up. Alright, now that you've set up your lemon, we're going to go into the mechanics of the trick. You're going to set their card on the top of the deck. It can be a shuffled deck. And you're going to put a little piece right on your palm, right about there. Okay? That way your fingers can curl around, and you can still use these 3 fingers. Just like that. You're going to place the deck on top. Okay? And now the deck hides that corner piece perfectly under there. You're going to cut the deck in half, and you're going to do any force that you want. So you can do a rifle force and just say stop right there, and then that is their chosen card, and that's the card that you want to be in the lemon. So you say I don't need the deck anymore, so when you put the deck away, you don't want to reveal this, so just turn your hand and set it down, put the deck away. Now you're going to say, okay, we're going to rip this card up. So you rip it once, like that, and then you do it long ways, okay, and then you turn it one more time and do it this way. Alright, so now that it's all cut up, you put it into this hand, which is holding this corner piece, and what you're going to do is you're going to throw these back and say, okay, you can select, or you can hold on to one, and that way you can switch and put this card in. So you just throw these back here like that, and you grab that corner piece that you had already chosen and say, okay, hold on to this. And that way they feel involved in the trick. And then you just make these little pieces disappear however you want. I used fire because that's kind of cool. You can use a vanish bag or a fake thumb, anything you want to make these disappear. It's your time to be original. Alright, now that those pieces are gone, you say, okay, you're holding on to that corner piece. You take your knife and you can show the lemon first. That's completely normal. And you're going to cut this in half. So just go ahead and cut it around. Just like that. And again, show that you haven't done anything cheap. And you're going to slowly open the lemon, or you can have someone else open it. And just slowly open it up. Twist and open it up. And just slowly open and show that there's a card inside there. Now this is really visual, so do it nice and slow. Say, okay, there's a card right there. Take it out. Right? Open it up. Unroll it, and you can show them that that corner will perfectly match the one that they're holding in their hand. And I guarantee you, they will flip out. And still, everything is completely examinable. No one will find the glue on there. Even if they rip it off, it's not a big deal. It's very visual. I hope you guys enjoy this trick.